Okay, keeping in with the same theme that we just had. We talked about why Toyota thinks that standard work is so important. We talked about how your company can envision standard work being a very critical part of the flow of value. Now let's get down to the individual level, the how a person can think standard work would be important. So we talked earlier about equating standard work to recipes. So why, as an individual doing work, does that make a difference in your life? So if we think about what does a recipe provide in terms of consistency, if you want to have the same flavor and the same appearance every single time, you need to have a good recipe. And it's not just for an individual to do it the same way every time. It's so that if you want to use grandma's chocolate cake recipe or brownie or whatever this is, you want to make sure that you can make it the same way she does. So if she does a little secret thing where she kind of turns her back and puts a certain amount of sugar in and a pinch of this, a pinch of that, and you don't know what it is, it's a secret recipe that gets lost. If you want to share a family recipe, you write it down and you share it and you teach people how to do it properly, but the recipe makes it consistent. So it's not just winging it and using special powers to make it happen. A good recipe will let anybody use it who has the skills to do the techniques, the cooking techniques. Now, standard work is the same way. If you're trained on how to do the job, the types of work, if you're trained on how to use an air ratchet and install bolts, it's pretty easy to do, but there's other jobs that might be a little harder. How to manipulate a hoist safely and how to use grease guns or whatever it is that you're trying to use in terms of specialized tools and processes. Once you learn the basics, it's like carpentry. If you know how to do the basics, you can put it all together, and that's how standard work is. When you're trained, standard work tells you what you're supposed to do, and doing it that same way every time creates consistency. So everybody will have the same output. And you can imagine as you start thinking about how everything's connected, if everybody's doing it the same way and you're always getting the same output, a lot of other things start happening. You have good quality and things like that. And you're able to plan better. And that's the next one. If you have a very consistent way you're doing things, one of the byproducts of that is that it's much easier to plan. So if you're thinking about a recipe, if you know how long it's going to take to cook, how much each of the processes take, how long it has to sit in the oven, you can kind of plan ahead. So the ultimate of this is when you start thinking about Thanksgiving, if you've ever cooked a Thanksgiving meal, you start the turkey at a different time and you have to boil the potatoes first. And there's all this different, like a symphony of getting the work done. And standard work can be the same way. You have to have a very precise way of planning it to know how you're producing. And for standard work, you're really having to plan around the demand. So if you know what your demand is, you can understand what your tack time is, and then you know what your cycle time is, and you can plan your head count or your staffing levels. I try to stay away from the term head count. It seems a little demeaning. It's just, habitually sometimes it comes out, but I try to say staffing levels or things like that, or in the number of people you have. I think it's important to show a lot of respect for people. So try to stay away from the term head count, even though it's very commonly used. It just doesn't seem the most respectful. And like I said, even I make mistakes and I pop it out once in a while and I try to correct it. But staffing, your staffing levels, the number of people, number of operators, try to be respectful if you can. Not if you can, try to be respectful all the time. And then the last one here is materials. So once you have a very clearly defined process in place and all these things that happen, to go back to the recipes, if you know what you're cooking and you have a good recipe, you know what to go shopping for. So if you have a very clear understanding of the ingredients because of the recipe, you can go out and buy the right products to make sure that you have everything you need to create that specific flavor that we're searching for. You have to have the right ingredients to do that. For standard work, it's really about making sure you have a good flow of materials, that your materials manager gets good processes in place. And when they understand what the standard whip is and the pace of production, and they know how much is needed and how much is going to be there at the start and the end of your shift, then it's much easier to plan your materials. So that's what I have for this one. Those are some of the main benefits related to the recipe analogy we used earlier. Hope that helps kind of clarify things and in terms of why standard work is good, not just for the company, but also for the individuals doing this sort of work. If you're using standard work, you can start understanding why making it easy for the materials people to deliver materials to you in terms of location, in terms of quantities, it means that you're not going to have to struggle doing your work to find the right materials. If you're able to plan and have the right staffing because of the nature of how, you're balancing your cycle time and your tack time and your demand and all that. If you know how much work is coming at you today, your leaders can get the right number of people there. It's not a guessing game to see if we can get everything done. And it's not that at the end of the day, you're told you're falling behind, you need to speed up when there's no standard of what that is. This makes it a standard. It makes it better because you now have a contractual agreement. Standard work is a contract. It's saying this is how the work is done, and it works both ways. It's the leaders saying this is how fast you have to go, but it's also team members saying this is the pace. You can't tell us to go faster than the pace and expect to have good quality and good output. So I add a little bit extra there, but I just want to really stress that, standard work when done well really helps team members out as much as it helps out the company. Okay. Now I'm done. Have a good day.